Hello everyone, and this is SeReNiiTYzZ here, and back with the duo you've all been waiting for. Now I'm playing in this gameplay with one of my best friends, GanGStaRss, Roger, my boy Roger, and really excited to bring out this gameplay today, playing with the legend. Now for those of you that don't know GanGStaRss or haven't seen him on my channel before, I mean, well, he's been on my channel plenty of times. You should have seen him by now if you're a loyal watcher of mine. But I used to tear up kids all the time with GanGStaRss on Halo. Since Halo 4, it's just been a pleasure to play with him. And now on Fortnite Battle Royale, very exciting. And we've got some decent Royales together already. But this is a duo of us playing together, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. But as I said, guys, you know, I teamed up with GanGStaRss on all the Halos since Halo 4, so like Halo 4, MCC, Halo 5, we've been destroying kids left, right and centre, and it's always been great to play with him. You know, I've met GanGStaRss through playing him and Robbie Orr in Halo 4 doubles, and just since then we've had a great, you know, friendship and you know, great you know, friendship over the games that we've played, and really excited to get into this duo here to celebrate our Fortnite memories as well. But at the start of the game, decided to go to this the facility area because it was close on the bus, and you know, I just said to GanGStaRss at the time, "There's a lot of loot here, bud, so we can get this." And I was like, "Okay, there is a team here." Just saw the guy glide in, and I'm actually using the Nightshade skin, so evil tomato head entities, protector of the source. But yeah, and GanGStaRss with his, I think it's the Vertex skin, the orange one's quite nice. And yeah, just basically looking to get all that goodness for the channel. So as you can see here, just looking to get the initial chest, and it's really nice to find minis off your first chest. Actually, that's one of the main things that I look for when I get my first chest, is do I have minis. So finding them on the first one is really helpful. Definitely gives you an advantage when you look for other people that might be in your area as well. And at this point here, I was just trying to get to get with GanGStaRss quickly, and you know, make sure that I could sort of see everything that he was seeing, plus making sure to grab as much loot as we can before the other team sort of get more of the loot than us. So I wanted to make sure that we had pretty much everything we could use at our disposal. My least favourite shotty that I've just picked up there. I'm not really a lover of the double barrel ones, to be honest, especially the purple one. I just think it sucks, but I've got nothing else, so we'll have to do. But it's my least favourite shotgun in the game, potentially. Just not a fan. You know, I've always done poor damage with it, and that trend always continues. So. But yeah, the other shotties in the game I like, but this one just really sucks. But unfortunately I'm stuck with it. But at this point here, Roger, you know, Roger GanGStaRss, my bro, makes a really nice push onto this enemy team here, and I'm ready and waiting with him. And I see there's quite a few more of them, so I throw down the clingers, ready on point. As you can see, that guy just lands on it there. And at this point here, could have just been a bit more aggressive here. Just could have, instead of kind of waiting for the guy behind the truck, just, you know, build in, because GanGStaRss, as you saw, lost a bit of HP there. So I think if I'd been more aggressive and maybe just built over, you know, I had GanGStaRss for support anyway. I'm not sure why I was kind of hesitating there. So a bit of a bad play on my part. But obviously, you know, he can heal up. I give him the mini and the shield pot. I should have given him the other mini there that I had in my inventory as well, but never mind. So at this point here, guys, just going to continue to loot, which is really good because we got the bear of that team that came here. So, and it also looked like there was someone else in the facility as well. So nice to be able to take out those players. And just checking here, there was no traps as you're coming in, because obviously, you know, whenever an enemy player has been in an area that I've not sort of checked, I always make sure they haven't left anything nasty behind. You just never know. So that was kind of like my reasoning there for checking the roof when I looked up. So at this point here, we're close to being in the zone, so it's a nice way for us just to, you know, continue to loot, to get all the stuff we need. It's quite useful on wood resources here. Funny enough, I didn't get any material in my time. I feel I just realised that in the game. I was just looking at my wood and I've seen I've got barely anything. Should have been grabbing more material as I went, but you know, whatever, it doesn't matter. We can hit the road and grab some, you know, woods pretty easily obtained throughout the map, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, it could have been a bit better about that actually, to get the material earlier on rather than later. But like I said, it doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things. So at this point here, guys, yeah, GanGStaRss and I are looking to move up. Obviously, we have to get in as well, so I'm being mindful of that. But I just wanted to sort of check this little town up ahead because obviously my boy Roger needs a bit of heals. And at this point here, I want something a bit more juicy than what I currently have in my inventory. I mean, I like the AR doesn't really matter for me as much. You know, it's decent to have an M16, but I would like to get rid of this shotgun if I could. So definitely, you know, try and look at a replacement for that. And nice to find a shield potion here because that can be used for Roger or myself, and some more minis, so that's huge. Now at this point here, I can see this purple vending machine, and it does have, I think that's a good deal, 300 wood. You can get purple rockets. Now the reason I thought this was a good deal at the time is because we didn't have anything particularly juicy, neither GanGStaRss or myself, like a really juicy weapon to go into battle with, and I thought, you know, I think that might be worth doing because I think we just need a bit more of an advantage when we go for a fight. And at this point here as well, just looking to get that wood for the rockets now, and also to make sure to make the most of any heals that we find on the path. Obviously GanGStaRss is not exactly 100 shield there, so, you know, if needs be, you know, he can find more mushrooms, or, you know, can hand over the pot or whatever, but we have got, you know, some sort of resources. So my strategy there was to just use some mushrooms and not the pot, because trying to make, you know, more use of shields that we find on the map, kind of, that was my reason in there. And at this point here, getting the RPGs, that was part of my plan. And now ready to enter the new zone, and just gonna need to get some wood as I do move in there. And at this point as well, anxiously checking the ammo crates, because yeah, I want to make sure now I've got rockets that I have more rocket ammo, so that was my reasoning right there. So as you can see, unfortunately I don't find any more rockets, but yeah, definitely will want some more on the road. At this point here, I drink my shield potion because I want to pick up this compact SMG, because it's a beastly weapon. I feel it's, you know, very useful sometimes in build fights when you need to destroy a structure quickly. Definitely helps to whip that thing out, you know, on occasion, so definitely wanted to bring it with me. At this point here, just looking up to check that everything was done. I think at this point Roger decided to move a bit ahead, which I like that play, because obviously he's moving in further to the zone to get, you know, bearing on the map, which is a good play from him. Obviously I'm just sort of busy doing my own thing and getting the loot, but yeah, no, definitely good for us to get, you know, a decent set of things as well, and you know, make the most of the potential while the gameplay's a bit quiet. It's definitely going to liven up in the next section of the video, but whilst this sort of monotone period was, you know, not finding too much, definitely worthwhile to sort of check everything that you can get at your disposal. So that's what I was doing here. And at this point we move into Shifty, and I think we've got another fight coming up with another team. Spoiler alert. But yeah, there will be some action. And it was kind of funny at the time of the gameplay, because Roger and I just got into this mode of kind of like, you know, there's no one here, we're cool, we can just loot, you know, get all the wood, things that they left behind. Obviously I'm stacking up my wood because of, you know, spending 300 on the vending machine. But I think shortly, in a moment, I think Roger says to me, dude, was that you? And I'm like, no bro, what did you hear? And I was like, there's someone here, man. And I'm like, okay bro, well, let's get him, let's get it. So evil tomato head entities and Vertex stars, Vertex GanGStaRss, we're looking to make their mark right here. But as you can see, I'm just mining material, and I think it was at this point, I think Roger says to me, dude, is that your footsteps? So you can see I just stopped chopping immediately and get the rocket out. No, it wasn't, bro. Who was it then? And the phantom of Shifty Shafts is here, so decide to get a high advantage immediately, just try to get up to determine where they are roughly. And reason that they're in the mine on my boy Roger, so I'm like, don't worry bro, I'm coming, I've got this. And at this point here I can hear more desperate footsteps running through the mine, and eventually pinpoint a Calamity chick, which I rocket down very nicely. And at this point here, just moving, because I think GanGStaRss says to me they're both together, and I just fire another nice rocket there to help him out. And as you can see, now we've got a bit of loot to play with. The first thing I wanted to get there was the Scar, and I leave the rest of the weaponry for option for my boy GanGStaRss to pick up. But yeah, definitely nice play. Obviously I got to make sure I get GanGStaRss sorted out with stuff here as well, because he took a bit of damage in that fight. So this is where his minis are going to come in handy here. I think he was also looking for something else at this point in the gameplay, but as you can see, just trying to get him hit up with minis as well. We do have a reasonable bit of distance to travel. Obviously that fight caught us a bit by surprise. We weren't expecting to find people, but yeah, we should be okay. It's not that far. It's just sort of in the direction of Fatal Fields, so it's not that far. At this point I was just saying, just take your time, bro, just heal up and we'll get in. But nice fight regardless. Nice play to obviously have the rockets. That was pretty easy in that fight because you know, I fired a really nice one on point, and yeah, just changed the face of that fight altogether. A nice play from GanGStaRss to show a bit of resilience for me to, you know, have the time to get down to him in the mine. And as you can see at this point, we're just trying to move in. Probably the most risky part of the video, being in the river to you know, avoid, you know, if someone saw us on the hill here, it'd be a little bit difficult, but luckily for us, we managed to get across. I hate crossing this river in Fortnite Battle Royale, actually. I always feel like I'm going to die when I take the lower ground, but, you know, luckily for us, it does work out, and we get across unscathed and move on with the rest of the, you know, the Royale. But nice play from GanGStaRss and myself to come out there with some stuff. Again, GanGStaRss with a bit of a health problem in this game, so we'll definitely be looking to address that. I think there's some heals, if I remember correctly. I think there's a big pot coming up from this chest, which I give to my boy Roger to get him a little bit, you know, souped up. But definitely, if we can get some bandages, that would be huge. As you can see, there's a shield pot there for my boy Roger. Get that on, bro. Stick it on. Drink it down. And at this point here, really nice to find a compact SMG. Just upgraded my purple one to a gold. And again, guys, just moving into the zone. Just going to have a little check here on the hill to see who's coming in, and then suss out player positions. And then Roger and I are going to pick up a video. As you can see, guys, just looking over the hill here for late runners, and can't spot any at this time. We'll see what other action happens here in the rest of the gameplay. Hope you guys enjoy. So as you can see here, guys, we're just outside of Fatal Fields / Salty Springs, and at this point here we're just looking to pick up any additional loot that we can find before moving into that final zone. And at this point I say to GanGStaRss, I think at the time of this gameplay, like, there's quite a lot of people left, buddy. We should like really scope it out now and try and see what's occurring, because it'd be nice to get some additional loot and you know, some more slaves under our belt as well. So I was sort of looking around here thinking about how I was going to sort of proceed with it. Really nice to find a launch pad there. I bring that to the frontier because it's a quality bit of kit to have at your disposal. And at this point here, just looking to yeah, just looking to scope it out really. So I'm saying to Roger at this point, perhaps we can just ghost it out and have a look over Fatal Fields and see what's occurring. So as you can see at this point, I'm just getting a crystal on, just going to scope it out and have a look around over you know, old battlegrounds and possibly new ones, and just see what's been occurring. So as I sort of scope over the fields, I can't really see anyone, but there must be people around because of you know, such a large player count for sort of a smaller size. A few circles now going to be occurring, and at this point here I was just looking out for GanGStaRss as well to say there's some heals for you, bros, just you know, some apples and stuff around. He said, I've got it covered, man, thanks for that. And I was like, okay bro, no worries. And because obviously GanGStaRss had his health problem in this game, and whilst he was doing that and healing up, I spot a guy on a quad bike, and at this point here I take a good opportunity to rock him as a solo player. And a really nice effect to get some damage to knock him into that wall. It actually does a load of damage onto him, like 100 odd damage when I knocked him into the wall. That's a different technique. Rocket the guy in motion and knock him onto the wall. But that was a really nice play on that solo player. I think he was a solo player who lost his partner because I got 2 spectates when he died. So potentially, you know, a player who's lost his partner trying to, you know, go on for the Royale. But really nice play to take that guy out. And at this point here, Roger and I get some nice loot, and yeah, nice to obviously kill that guy. You know, good to add another kill to my kill count. And at this point here, just looking to move in really. As you can see, after that, the storm's starting to move in. And there was a big pot down there, which I think GanGStaRss takes. I say to him as well as another one under the little sort of in the river there. just in that little cave. So I say to him, you can get that one as well if you want. And yeah, at this point, just looking to move in, just sort of looking to get more slaves, really, just try and find where the people are coming in from. You know, it's from the sort of map geometry, I guess most of them are going to be north of us, because that's where players from Tilted Towers and places like that would be coming in from. So at this point here, decide to move up and scope it out, and definitely will be good to you know, get some more slaves before we move into the final circle, just to sort of reduce our competition, and also, you know, get some more loot whilst we're at it. And as you can see, GanGStaRss has picked up that annoying glitch at failed fields when you go in the cornfields, so probably I have it on as well, but I don't notice it because obviously I'm playing as you know, playing as myself, so I can't really see it. But yeah, you can see that he's picked that up, and it definitely adds for a bit of flair, but to have a trail. But at this point here, I start to hear some shots incoming and see the build fights directly north of us. And I say to GanGStaRss at this point, it's a good opportunity to profit here, and there isn't too much time left before going into the final circle, but I definitely saw this as a good opportunity in the time in game, because they seem really focused on the fight, and definitely you know, finishing up these people, finishing off the winner of this fight would definitely put us in a good place and reduce some of our competition. At this point here, make some really nice plays to get that knock pretty quickly, and just put more pressure on this guy as he's sort of involved in that previous fight he was having. And really nice plays at this point to put the pressure, and we've got this guy really struggling now. GanGStaRss, as you can see, is starting to help me. I really like the play that I did to sort of make all this happen, but I think as the guy was building over, I should have built a little bit more, you know, built a few more structures to get myself up higher, quicker. Eventually getting up to challenge this guy, but definitely building some structures earlier would have been neat. Sometimes I'm a bit too heavy dependent on just firing shots, but eventually we take out that team. That was a really nice bit of play. Just really nice play for me to take out all those players, and I feel it's worth it to go in the storm at this point to get some loot. Should have grabbed the purple heavy there for the green ball. You know, just missed out on it as I was sort of moving forward there, so that was my bad. But yeah, definitely should have grabbed that. But definitely got a nice set of rockets at the expense of some health. It's a shame I didn't have a campfire, but yeah, I think it was worth it, to be honest, just to cut down, you know, to cut the competition down. And now I think we have a 2-on-2, and I say to GanGStaRss at this point, it's just a 2-on-2 now, bro. So once we beat these guys, we've got the Royale in our pocket here, and I'm feeling quite happy because I'm going to get a gameplay for the channel with my boy Roger. Solely Roger and SeReNiiTYzZ in duos together, so it's going to be a solid win. And you would have seen in my highlight video anyway that we had another you know, duos Royale together, but this one was probably the best we've had thus far, so I was like, let's win it, bro, let's get this. And yeah, right here, as you can see, just moving up on the hill trying to find these guys, and GanGStaRss saw him a bit earlier but lost sight of them, and eventually I see him here. Really nice play to obviously try and get a rocket on point. I think the only problem here is when I spotted them, they were, you know, both directly on the hill, and it's a bit of an awkward fight for me. So as you can see here, it's a bit of an awkward situation. I think GanGStaRss is saying to me before we came into that final circle, he's like, I've got the rift, and he's really good at the rift plays, GanGStaRss. It saved us in my highlight video if you've seen that. And similarly there, I think that was the right time I wanted it, because it wasn't really how I wanted to proceed for that fight, and got us right into the zone, got them distracted. And I think at this point here, GanGStaRss makes a huge play in a minute to actually put pressure on them, and I think he gets a critical knock here as he destroys this metal structure that you can see, which was a massive play from him, and that pretty much confirms the Royale there. We just have to put good pressure now. The zone's coming behind us, so they have to pass us to get in, and as you can see, his teammates going frantic. Roger with the double kill, and that's the end of the game right there, folks. They're getting the red card, and really nice play from my boy GanGStaRss to finish that off. GanGStaRss had 4 kills this gameplay, and I had 6. Making for a 10-kill duo win from the GanGStaRss SeReNiiTYzZ duos force. But really hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a really nice gameplay, really nice plays from Roger at the end there. Well done, bro, that was great. And really nice Royale, starting Royale. I'm sure we'll have many more in duos, bro, but really nice starting one for the channel. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It was a real pleasure to get this one with GanGStaRss. Like I say, he's one of my best friends on Xbox Live, and a real pleasure to start getting more Royales with him and Robbie in Fortnite Battle Royale now. So this was Evil to my head entities, guys, and I will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.